Hi parents, this is Miss Parker. Just wanted to do a little quick walkthrough on Seesaw. I'm going to do it on my laptop, and then I'm going to attempt to do it on an iPad so that you can see how to log in and complete activities so that you can assist your child. Um, so first of all, you click I am a student. On the login that I sent you, there is a scan code for a QR and a text code. I would suggest using the text code on the laptop, and the scan code or the text code is fine for the iPad or any other like tablet device. When you log in, this is my student profile that I created. You will just see all of the different activities that have been assigned to your child. Um, This is where you click for your child's journal. So you will see any accepted activities. And down here underneath, you will see if I've submitted any feedback to your child. They can go back in and they can refresh themselves by watching it again and then get the feedback to see if there's maybe something they need to do better or differently the next time they complete an assignment. You click back over here to get back to activities. And then there is also an inbox that also has messages, announcements, and notifications. All right, so let's click over here. Here is my cursor. If you're having trouble following it over here. All right, so for this activity, it says I can use a number line. So the objective is to use a number line. So if you want them to have like a paper number line in front of them, if you could just go ahead and maybe jot one down in front of them to use. And then it says tap on the anchor chart to review the addition strategy. So it would be helpful for them to have the paper version of that in front of them. And then add response is this icon right here, and that opens up the activity. These are icons here that you need to pay attention to. And I will just go ahead and say for any activity, the more interaction you can show with your student with the activity is going to really be most beneficial. So if you can record for every activity, that would be excellent. Not only do I get to hear my students, whom I miss very much, but they will have that added benefit of listening and speaking and walking their way through whatever task it is that they're completing. And that's beneficial for them and for me because I can hear, their train of thought, just like as if we were in the classroom. So let's open up an activity, okay, like this math story. A lot of the students that submitted it did the math work but did not record anything, so I wasn't able to hear them tell their story, which is part of the assignment, or show their work at all. So over here, little walkthrough. Here I am on the left-hand side of the screen. There's a camera. You can upload pictures. You can upload video. This is for text. If you want to add shapes or play with the background at all. And then this, of course, is to record. It'll give you a countdown, and then these are the things you can do once the recording starts. So as soon as it starts, I can hear you and your child and whatever background noise that there might be going on. Down here are the writing utensils and the eraser, as well as the cursor. If you click on one of these, then on the right-hand side over here, color shows up. I would suggest either the pencil or the marker. These are slightly less solid, more opaque, like this is a highlighter. So you click on a color that's going to work with the background and still allow whatever they write to show up. So I'm going to click on my cursor because first I want to tell and create my addition story. Oops. Drag, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 turtles were floating in the pond. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 butterflies came flying by. I have 9 animals at the pond. All right, so then I'm going to write my addition sentence. So you pick your utensil, you pick your color, then I can 1, 2, 3, 4 count and write the first addend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 count and write the second addend. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Write the sum. And you notice I used the words, the vocabulary words, as I wrote my numbers. I counted, I wrote my numbers, and I told a complete addition story. Then I go over here and I click done. It will allow you to re-record if you didn't like it. You can press play and your child can listen back to it, which they enjoy doing anyway. I'm going to discard this and go back to another activity, show you guys a couple so you can understand a little bit more about the capabilities that you have. All right. Again, I saw some activities that were submitted where all of these words had already been sorted. And then the student went through and read them, which is fine, but I would really like to see the entire activity be completed. So before starting, it's important to remember to go over here and press the record button and wait for the countdown to start. All right, so then if you want to have your child read through all of the words and then tell them, you know, we have the app, ag, and at word family. Oh, pardon me. You will drag and drop each word by looking at the ending sound, and you will put the like word families together. Then if you want to have them read through the words, again, you can do that too. Again, pressing the done button to submit, it will give you the option to go back and rewatch the video and decide if you'd like to re-record it. I'm going to, again, exit the recording and exit the activity. All right, for any kind of reflection or writing activity, like our field trip, for instance, this was the link right here that you should have been able to follow. I know some people had problems. I did share the website that you should have been able to go and see the different videos that were saved after the live field trip was over. But I would suggest in this to actually give them a piece of paper and let them write with a pencil in sentences the thing that they liked the most about the field trip. And they don't have to use this the sentence frame. If you want to have them use a sentence frame when they're talking, that would be great. But you know, just have them write in their own words. I don't really want them to copy, I guess is what I'm saying. I'd rather them generate their own sentence, phonetically spelled or inventively spelled by themselves. That's very good to have them practice. So it doesn't have to be perfect. They don't have to copy word for word or letter for letter. If they want to say my favorite thing from the field trip was and spell it themselves, that would be excellent. So if you go in over to the left, this is where you would upload. Either you can upload the photo of the piece of paper, you can upload a video of them completing the activity, whatever. A picture would be fine. And then you go over to the record and you can have them read the sentence that they wrote and tell me about their illustration and use the sentence, my favorite thing from the field trip was to explain it to me, because, you know, listening and speaking are also standards in kindergarten. So that is something that we also practice, standing up and talking in front of each other using complete sentences. Again, you remember to come over, press the green check to submit. Um, After a while, your child will become familiar with all of these tools just like you and will be more independent in completing these activities. So just a little to remember, especially with the drag and drop, record before they start dragging and dropping. If you want to, just go over the screen and explain it to them before you press record, that's fine. But I want to see them complete the whole activity and hear their thought process and the counting, the numbers, and that kind of thing for the different activities, um, so that I have an understanding of where they are in their learning process. Um, so I hope I was able to walk through everything, um, and don't forget to go back in and look for the feedback, not just for you but for them too. They like to know if I like something, or if they did a good job, or if they need to do better at something. So let them go back and see what I had to say about their assignment. Some of the feedback down there might be for them, and some of it might be to help you guys out with the completion of the assignments. So I'm going to try to share this video with you guys through ClassTag. I'm also, like I said, going to see if I can possibly do something similar for use on the iPad and other programs and activities that I've asked you guys to complete at home. So I'm going to stop sharing now. And again, if you have any questions, if there's anything you would like me to do a walkthrough for you, um, just please message me, ask, and I will do my best to do so. I hope you guys are having a good weekend, and I hope to see you soon on Zoom.